So guys, slight change of plan, we're heading to Harkness. We were going to the good old faithful back ridge, but she's a little bit blowy up top, so we'll go and check out the Harkness Sika population, see what's happening. Guys, that was just an awesome ride in, as it always is with Chris, the master pilot. Been here a couple of times. When he suggested we could have it, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool actually. Heading towards the big tussock lands off Tussock Hut. See if we can find something out feeding on the bush edge. So we've just seen our first deer for the trip. It's about 300-400 yards in front of us. It's feeding up a little tussock gut, so we're going to try and have a go at it. So awesome. Oh, she's just moving. She's going to come out on that little bit. Get ready. There she is now. Beautiful shot. Beautiful hit. Good stuff. Awesome kill. Great shot.
That just went down straight away.
Yep. Nice. I don't see any others jumping up, do you?
No.
Quite often they can be.
Now, we've just got to find it.
Yeah. I pulled off a cracker shot, so now we've got a bit of a mission to get up through the scrub and find her, but I think with the Black Panther shouldn't be a problem. How good was it? How good was that new rifle?
Really awesome. My new rifle was fantastic. Got the shoulder shot perfect. One shot, straight down, and here it is.
What caliber again?
7mm Magnum.
Wow. That's a lot of gun for a little Sika.
It's a lot of gun for a young boy.
Mind you, if we come across any elephants in the park, I reckon they're in trouble.
Well, it's early morning and the wind is howling. So we try to make a sensible decision to stay, chill out and rather go out tonight. But I just got up outside, and just to show you, that is our hut. There. A Sika saw me and took off into the bush. So close. This is not even 10 meters away from the hut. Unbelievable. We would have walked up the valley onto a face that gets morning sun, and that's usually where you can expect to find some deer grazing in the early morning sunlight. The problem is that the direction and the intensity of the wind would be so severe on those faces that there's not much point in making the effort to go all the way there, especially after last night's saunter. the trek up the creek last night, I counted 31 river crossings, meaning there and back was a total of 62 river crossings. But man, what an incredible place.
And it's a tasty Sika deer. It's probably the best meat around. Some would say the best venison in New Zealand. Yeah, considering the conditions, I thought we did really well to get a deer actually, because they weren't in our favour. Sika deer are quite flighty and they don't like the wind, so to catch a couple out, I thought we did really well. And Mark with the new rifle, I thought did really well shooting it.
So this is my new rifle. It's a Sika 85 Finlight, 7mm Ram mag, and I got a size 4 to 16 scope on it as well. And it's a pretty cool gun. Fires really well. The suppressor takes a lot of the recoil and a lot of the noise away from it.
When you come to do that side, you're not having to put your fingers in there to find it.
Of course, the butcher and the black panther is a whole lot tougher than us newbies. They soon get bored of all the lazing about, so they set off for a little hunt on their own.
Well, I've stalked up a couple of 100 metres from camp, and in a straight line as a crow flies, I'm probably only 500 yards. Feels a lot further. That's what the Garmin's telling me. So we're about to stalk downhill through some gullies, try and put something up. So back to the hut for lunch, and then about 3 o'clock we'll get Mark and Cecilia back out to where we were last night, about the 1,000 creek crossings. Kind of a frustrating morning. Heaps of sign up in these gullies. Garmin tells me I'm 800 metres from Harkness hut. I still haven't spooked a deer this morning. It's just not happening. Got to be in here, the amount of fresh sign, but as of yet, I can't find the buggers.
We've been laying around all day.
All I can say is lucky we got one last night. It could blow through yet.
I reckon it's going to blow through. Give it an hour.
It's going to stay nice and sunny. The wind's going to drop, and we're going to find a couple of stags this evening that want to come for a ride in the 500 tomorrow. That's about as positive as I can be today.
So we cruise on past the point where Mark got his deer last night and stake out some of the grassy hills. They see a few on the opposite face, but too brief and too far. The boys spend hours on a fruitless glassing exercise while I try my best to keep warm. The scenery is simply spectacular. Eventually, we put our tails between our legs and speed home to the fireside. On our way home, we were caught unawares when a Sika popped out about 100 foot in front of us. But she was long gone before the rifle or camera was pointing in our direction. And literally, 5 minutes later, I get a very brief look at this beautiful fiu, or blue duck, Again, my camera skills not fast enough to capture a proper clip. Of course, ironically, the next morning looks a lot better weather-wise. But we have a flight to catch. Two days is most definitely not enough here. Because we are flying in the 44 today, we have to do 2 trips. So we leave the Back Ridge Butcher and the Black Panther behind. On our way home, we try to have a little sneak peek at the Manson's country. We're excited to see it because we have a trip booked for January. But this little shower prevents us from having a good look. Back at base, 2 other hunters are loaded to be dropped off at Harkness at the same time as Glenn is picked up. Half an hour later, that little shower dumps this on us. Obviously, we are very concerned for Glenn and Chris making their return flight, but it turns out they easily avoided all the hail.
Yeah, it was all good actually. We dodged everything.
Okay.
I couldn't believe the hail in the fields up here.
Yep.
Man, the lightning
We
and
was-
thunder and hail we've had is just incredible.
We were so worried about
Wow. Well, it bucketed down. I went back into the hut.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of hail on the roof, but it was just really heavy rain, so dodged it. I couldn't believe the amount of hail we saw coming back. It was
Yeah.
like, wow. So that was pretty cool.
As I reflect on the experiences we have had over the last few days, I'm struck by how incredibly privileged we are. Thank you, Glenn, for showing us how easy it is to contribute to sustainable hunting in New Zealand. You have shown us how to hunt with respect and skill, and at the same time be fully immersed in our environment. I'm definitely looking forward to our next adventure.